Thursday music festivals have been going over great, and we've got a couple members of the Slough Buoys in studio. They're going to be performing this Thursday. Bill Dunmore and Greg Lynn. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us, Gary.
Nice to be here.
Slough Buoys, you guys go way back. When did this all get started?
I went back to Greg and I started a duet back in '93,
Right.
And we picked up a couple members who are very familiar in the area, Mike Pickney, Mitch Evans. And we slapped the name on it in about 2000, 2001, right in there. So it's
Right.
been close to 20 years.
Being the River Rats we were, and my brother was kind of involved with it, so he kind of made up the name
right.
for us.
Slough Buoys, a lot of people call it the Slough Buoys,
Buoys, right.
but it's the Buoys.
The buoys.
Exactly.
Nice little buoy out in there just moving around.
People want to put that effort into that extra little vowel in there, so they cut it off, make it easy.
Now, you guys keep pretty busy right now? I mean, was there a time when you were like really busy?
Gary, at this age, we had no expectations of this kind of work, but we are busy can be.
Yeah,
Almost at least 3-4 times a month.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
We can't
In
hear
the
us complain.
summertime, in wintertime, we kind of take a little break and work on our stuff.
Now, you guys were just at the ballpark on Saturday,
Yes,
right? How'd
we
that
were.
go?
Very nice.
It went
nice
well.
crowd. It was a little bit warm, but it was fun.
It's going to be warm on
It's
Thursday.
going to be really warm.
Now, who's all in the group right now? Because I know it has changed.
Oh, yes. We've had some lineup changes, but, the current lineup is Mr. Jeff Clark, who's a well-known drummer in the area, probably the best drummer that's ever come through this area. And our utility man is a man that's from Des Moines originally, I believe. His name is Will Mueller. He's our utility banjo, violin, mandolin player. The guy can play pretty
Basically
much
our lead
anything with
player.
strings. So we consider ourselves pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
Why did you guys get started together? What made you want to do? What made you want to get up on stage and sing?
Bill
Because I
kind of-
could not do that at all.
Bill kind of pushed me into it. He was doing it in college and kind of brought that back to town and just asked if I wanted to get involved with it. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a shot.
And Greg, I mean, he's pretty much a natural, so he just needed that little extra push, and it just all turned out to be something, we couldn't imagine anything going this far, but it was, it's worked out pretty well.
Really nice.
I know you both pretty well, and I know the background is probably more athletic than it was musical. So, I mean, when you were in junior high or high school, did you do anything with the music department at all?
No. Well,
Not
you
really.
know as well as I did back in the day, Gary, if you were an athlete, you kind of got some peer pressure if you ever went the other way to the
Right.
music
You weren't
department.
supposed to be a band nerd or anything like that.
Yeah, and and I
course.
really liked it, but you got swayed to the other way. No, I'm sorry, my athletic friends are gonna say, oh no. So, but no, I'm glad we did. I'm certainly it's turned out quite fun.
Yeah.
I would
Nice.
imagine now when you guys look out onto the audience, though, you see a lot of familiar faces. don't you?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just love the support we get around here. The women like Aaron George, Rhonda Kearns, the gals down that used to run they still do currently run the 4th of July celebration. We got part of that. And we get the Finally Fridays we used to do. I mean, we are very appreciative of the support. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Been a nice run.
Again, visiting with Bill Dunmore and Greg Lynn. Slough Buoys are going to be performing on Thursday. So what are the folks going to hear normally from the Slough Buoys, Greg?
Oh, a little bit of anything. We try to do a lot of stuff like one-hit wonder things that people liked back in the day, like back in the 70s and 80s. And we cover Tom Petty and a lot of other bands. It's
Some
just our
classic
popular
rock,
bands.
but
Yeah.
since we picked up Mr. Mueller, we're leaning a little more toward bluegrass. It's not country, it's like crossover, but he's brought a little different aspect to the group. So,
Right.
yeah, it's worked out, made us a little more versatile.
You guys, of course, as you pointed out, stay busy over the summer, a little bit slower over the winter months. Rehearsals at all, or you guys you've been veterans at it, so I mean, are you ready to wing it when you get up onto the stage, or do you have to practice?
We tend to, especially lately, to throw some new numbers in, so we
Right.
do actually practice. There's been times we went months without no practice and just kind of wing it, and we had enough experience. But now, if you want us to learn something new, we're old and can't comprehend.
It takes a while
Anything
for it to
brand
sink in
new.
sometimes. So
Yeah.
we do practice over at Jeff Clark's house
Yeah.
occasionally.
Okay. Yeah,
He's got a nice
occasionally, but-
big house.
It is interesting because last time we had Down 24, one of their members in, and of course you guys have day jobs.
Yes.
So I mean, this is just had day job, retired now. Is it a lot more fun to be able to do something like this in the evening and get away from the day job?
Oh no, there's no doubt, Gary. I work for the Clinton Schools maintenance, and I drop everything at the door, and I'm a little kid again come nighttime. So yeah, it's quite enjoyable.
It is.
All
We
right.
get the little butterflies occasionally. You know.
Oh, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Hey, thanks both of you for coming in.
You're welcome.
Right when you slide that microphone on down there.
Thank you, Gary.
Yep.
Yes, thank
We're
you.
looking forward to Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to visit with Lou. Lou, what's happening in downtown Clinton?
Actually, we've got a lot going on this week. You know, the music on the avenue is the biggest thing. And then Riverfront Antiques actually has a program coming up. You need to get a hold of them immediately. Gosh, it's Monday morning. I'm way off my game. So the River Arts Center has got something going on. So get a hold of them immediately, but they have a program for kids 6 to 12 and doing a program throughout the week that starts, I believe, on Wednesday, and they'll have lunch and activities and shows for the kids to get them out of the house.
So that's the River Arts Center.
That's the River Arts Center, yes. And then the 18th, which is Thursday, is Music on the Avenue. That I have to make a shout out to International Resale and Consignment Day. So stop by any resale store or consignment store. Yep, just like Deja Vu is a great one. Or how about Riverfront Antiques, since they're new to the downtown. And speaking of Riverfront Antiques, they have organized Christmas in July, which will be next Thursday, July 25th. And I think there's 17 businesses participating in that.
Now, the Music on the Avenue, that ends at the end of July, right?
Correct. So we have these gentlemen this week, and then we have some gentlemen next week, and
We'll visit
it will
with them.
be we'll visit with them, and then it'll be over until mid-September. I do believe we're going to have a band downtown for something going on with the YWCA.
Okay, very good. You know, when
So-
we've had the musical guests in, they've normally done a number for us, but you guys said it was a little too early in the day to do something like that. But you do some of your stuff is a cappella, right? I mean, you don't.
Oh yes,
A little bit of it, yeah.
yes, but you know, we don't want to butcher ourselves on Monday and then have nobody show up Thursday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, Gary?
I don't blame you for that. Hey, if people want to find out more about Downtown Clinton Alliance, how can they do that, Lou?
Of course, check us out on Facebook, and then Karen can always be reached at 563-321-2165.
All right, guys, thanks so much for coming in. Great to see you.
All right, thank you, Gary.